given that Bennifer is back together, Bennifer 2.0 in the year 2021, we're talking about other things from the 2000s that we want again. This is Bring It Back. And for Bring It Back, let's just remind ourselves of what Bennifer in 2003 and Bennifer in 2021 look like, making out, photographed by paparazzi, just dreamy. Ben has a few more Dunkin' Donuts in him, more facial hair. J-Lo looks better than any human has ever looked ever in their lives. Past, present, and future, J-Lo is probably the fittest. Hear ye, the fittest. And because of that, first of all, feel free. Any thoughts on Bennifer? But also, what do you want back from the early 2000s? Circa, wasn't a great moment in American history, I'm going to be real, but around 2000 to 2004, what did you like? What do you want back? Maggie, any thoughts?
Yeah, I want JNCOs back because I kept my old ones and they're bigger than all of y'all's, and so I would love to just flex on y'all. I want to be in an environment where I'm able to flex on y'all's inferior JNCOs. And also, I want Screamo to come back in a big way. Screamo was real big in like 2004, 2005, 2000, like that. That was like really when it was like cooking. I want this to come back. Does everybody like Screamo? No. Do I care?
No idea.
I want to go to Warped Tour again.
Wait, is Warped Tour still happening? I want
Taking Back Sunday to come out with a new album. It should be. I want it back.
Okay, JNCOs were like super wide
album and spin that mic around your neck.
Okay, Screamo is an aggressive subgenre of emo. I didn't know this, that emerged in the early 90s and emphasized willful experimental dissonance. Hell yeah. And JNCOs were like the most giant bell bottoms of forever. Just huge.
Yeah, I still got mine.
Hell yeah. You're tall, so I know you can rock
they were
those.
Like 29 inches. Mine are 44s, so I'm ready to put a crop top on and hurt some feelings.
Oh my God. All right. I'm going to go and then I'll ask Steve. Actually, no, Steven, what do you think? What do you want back from the early 2000s?
What a question, though, if we're talking about Bennifer and being petty. Okay. If you mentioned having Bennifer 2.0, what's that movie they made? Was it Jiggly?
Jiggly. Never saw it. Never will.
But can we see Jiggly 2.0? Can we Jiggly 2.0 to improve upon that movie? I didn't see it. I heard it was trash, by the way. But can we get a Jiggly 2.0? That'd be an advance they can bring forth to the nation. Okay.
We should. That would be good. I think it should just be J-Lo sitting down and talking about all of her relationships and like why. And them being like, well, why did you marry Mark Anthony the year you broke up with Ben? And why didn't you stay with Mark Anthony? Because honestly, I would put Mark Anthony at the top of the pile there. No.
So we have a director's cut of that interview, or be a PG version of that interview. Which one we're gonna have?
I want a director's cut. I want the whole thing. I want all the commentary. Okay, so you want Jiggly 2.0. I like this. Mm-hmm. Anything else you want back?
On the serious tip, I love music, and I know we had the Soul Aquarians back then with D'Angelo and Common and J Dilla and folk. They never made an album. They never made an album together. So that's what I want. I want them to come together, some from the grave, by the way, and give us a Soul Aquarium album.
Okay, I love this. I'm looking at people's comments. You guys, what do you want back from the early 2000s? Lelyn Miller on YouTube wants, bring Eminem back. You know he's wrote more stuff making fun of Trump. Yeah, except for the awfully hot coffee pot. There was that one. Remember that? People are remembering Screamo. Miss Tina on Twitch. Madonna? Yeah, she's around. I don't know if she's back. But yeah, it's true. I would like, okay, here we go. I would like a robust anti-war movement. We had it in the early 2000s. It was good. We took the streets. We shut shit down. Now the anti-war movement is like Medea Benjamin in a pink hat on, with code pink and like a boa, and, fucking tankies on Twitter being like, we must defend Assad, otherwise you're not anti-war. I hate it. I basically don't like the anti-war movement right now. It's whack. That's another thing I want to bring back, whack. If people don't say it, I am. I want that anti-war movement. I want us taking the streets on some shit. I want us, celebrating Barbara Lee, Representative Barbara Lee, for helping get rid of the AUMF. I want to pressure Mitch McConnell on the AUMF. And, okay, I don't want Twitter or Facebook. I want Blogspot back, guys. I used to have a blog that I would post photos of me and my friends that I would take with a digital camera, and I would post them, and you could just scroll, and everyone thought I was like, that's so crazy, Francesca, that you have like a blog, and oh, it's cute, and it's all me and my friends, and it was so quaint. I love that. I love that internet. Early 2000s internet is the best internet. I don't care. It's like early Tumblr, fucking Blogspot, a little bit of MySpace, none of this Twitter hellhole. Zanga.
But I have a
I want
question,
my
Francesca.
Zanga back
But if we had 2000 internet, what would have happened to this podcast, though?
Stop. Don't lose me in the space-time continuum of my dreams, Stephen. I haven't thought that far in advance. I mean, if we're going back to the 2000s,
it'll be the first podcast.
Exactly. It'll be like, I will have discovered Twitch and YouTube and live streaming, and people are like, oh shit. And then I will have a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And then I could, hire Becca for real. And, then we could all go to Palm Springs. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks so much for watching the Bitchuation Room podcast live stream. And while you're here, why don't you just subscribe to this channel? I promise it'll be good.